Intrigued, Ryan agreed.
You just need to do what I told you like this.
Following Claire's advice, he disguised himself as a poor, disheveled man and set off to meet his friends. Surely, Jax and Lucas will help me just as they do when we're having fun together, he thought confidently. Approaching their homes, Ryan put on an air of desperation. Jax, Lucas, I'm in trouble. I accidentally killed the king's golden horse. You two are my closest friends. Please help me hide this secret. Initially, Jax and Lucas were skeptical, unsure if Ryan was serious. Upon noticing the golden hairs on Ryan's hand, Jax and Lucas became convinced of his fabricated tale. Fearing they might be dragged into the trouble, they both declined to help. Sorry, Ryan, I have an urgent issue at home. I can't assist you, one said. My apologies, friend, I can't help either, the other added. They quickly vanished, leaving Ryan stunned. He returned home, disheartened, and shared the experience with his wife. You see, I was right about them. They've abandoned you when you needed them most, Claire remarked. Now, it's time you turn to your younger brother, Matteo. Ryan then headed to Matteo's house, where he was warmly greeted. Matteo, I need your help, Ryan pleaded. I accidentally killed the king's horse. Do you have any idea how we can hide this without anyone finding out? Don't worry, brother, Matteo replied. We'll need to bury the horse quickly and leave the area before the king finds out. Matteo was deeply concerned, yet without hesitation, he rushed to aid Ryan in escaping the impending trouble. Claire was already waiting with a table set full of delicious food. And surprisingly, the king's golden horse was calmly standing there. Realizing that it was all part of Claire's plan, Matteo sighed with relief. So that's what it was. I don't have to worry anymore, he said. Ryan, can you see it now? Do you still want to spend time with those so-called friends of yours when your own brother immediately came to help you? What if they were actually busy? Ryan questioned. Well, there's a way to put them to the test, Claire suggested. Following her advice, Ryan and Matteo devised a plan. They placed a heavy stone inside a large trunk and carried it together. They purposely took the trunk past a tavern where Jax and Lucas happened to be. As expected, the two scheming friends secretly followed them. When they arrived at a secluded area in the jungle, Ryan and Matteo paused, carefully looking around to make sure no one was watching. They then began to dig a deep hole, pretending to bury the trunk. Jack and Lucas were hiding behind a tree, observing everything. They excitedly whispered to each other. So it's true that Ryan killed the king's horse. What should we do now? We're lucky to have seen where they buried the trunk. We can use this information to force them to pay us a hefty sum of money. Without wasting time, Jack and Lucas rushed to Ryan's house and began threatening him. We know everything. You killed the king's prized horse. You'd better give us a bag of gold, and we might consider keeping it a secret, they demanded. Just as Claire had expected, the two friends revealed their true colors. Ryan was furious. Jack, Lucas, I was so wrong about you both. I thought you were my best friends. I won't give you any money. Do what you want. If that's your decision, Ryan, then be prepared to face the king, they retorted. The next day, Jack and Lucas went straight to the king and reported the incident. Your Majesty, we saw the Ryan brothers kill your beloved horse. They hid its body inside a trunk and buried it in the jungle. We'll take you to the exact spot, and they won't be able to deny it anymore.
Guards, bring the Ryan. Has brother here for me?
A moment later, Ryan and Matteo were brought in front of the king. Is it true that you guys killed my golden horse and buried it in the jungle?
Your Majesty, we didn't do anything. They accused us without any evidence.
Yes, Your Majesty, if you just listen from one side of the story and then punish us, then we could not find your actions convincing.
Your Majesty, we witnessed everything. We have evidence. We will take you to that place, so they can't deny it anymore.
The king, along with the guards, followed Jack and Lucas to the site. The guards quickly dug up the trunk, as instructed by the two schemers. But when the trunk was opened, there was nothing inside but a large stone. Please forgive us, Your Majesty, they stammered in disbelief. We were certain we saw them bury the trunk here. At that moment, Claire appeared, leading the king's precious horse. The king was overjoyed to see his horse safe and sound, while Jack and Lucas were left speechless. The king was overjoyed to see his beloved horse alive. "You two have been looking after it?" he asked Ryan and Matteo. "Yes, Your Majesty. We're sorry for not informing you sooner," Ryan said. The king forgave them and ordered the arrest of Jack and Lucas for their deceit. He thanked Ryan, Matteo, and Claire for rescuing the horse. Ryan apologized to Matteo for his past behavior. Thanks to Claire's plan, Ryan learned who his true friends were. The brothers reunited, built a beautiful home, and lived happily ever after.